Oh, wait, so I didn't tell you what happened.
What?
I didn't tell you what happened yesterday.
Is that how you went to jail or no?
No. That was another reason. Another story for another time. No, so I dribbled the goalkeeper, right? And the defender was there. So it was just me and defender because there's no goalkeeper. I already dribbled him.
Yeah.
So I shoot it, and I shot it hard. I was like, yo, I'm going to hit hard and high. Bro, the guy fucking does a Suarez. Stops with his arms. Like, completely out. Yo, and I was like...
I would have went to jail if you did that on me.
Yo. The referee doesn't call a penalty kick. I was like...
Wait, you didn't see him?
Yeah, we also... I told you, bro, the guy was like half asleep. He didn't even know the score half the time.
That's why when you don't get paid enough as a ref.
I was looking. I was like, are you kidding me? You're not going to call that? So, you know, Hernan...
He probably coach an Inter game.
Yo, Hernan, you know, he records the games. So I was like, yo, check the VAR. Yo, so they go onto the phone.
Get out of here.
I swear. Yo, the referee was so stupid that he actually did it.
Why would he even
Bro,
agree to
he's
that?
so stupid, man. He was so bad.
It should just be his rule.
Bro, he checks Hernan's phone, and we're all standing there. And you could see, bro, the guy goes like this, stops the ball from going in.
Okay.
The guy goes, I can't see anything. Guy needs fucking glasses. He's like, I don't got my glasses. They didn't give the fucking penalty kick. Even
Wait,
with
then
VAR.
why is he playing?
Because he's stupid, man. Yo, he didn't even move the entire time. He just stood in the middle of the field. Like, not even in the center of the field, like on the outside of the field.
You knew the ref, too?
No, I never seen him before.
Yeah, last time you're going to see him, right?
Yeah, bro. Man, I told him off. I told him off big time. All right, let's go.
Czerny.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Serie A audio experience with just two members of IFTV today. Yep. I don't know if you've ever done a podcast with just us two.
Not just with
right?
us. Yeah.
So it's been super hard to get the boys together. You know, we don't have enough money yet to pay Antonio's full-time salary.
Yeah, he's expensive, man.
Yeah, he's expensive. And Peter and my dad, they were too busy today too. Their salaries we could probably afford, but we're still not going to pay them.
The original boys are back with the podcast mics over here, ready to give a little episode.
So a few things. We really want to talk about Europe because I'm super passionate about what happened. Our Italian teams are horrible, and I want to talk about it. There's also the Italy call-ups that just came out, and I want to preview Inter versus Juve, and I think that we should start doing this a lot more. So let us know if you like this format. It's just going to be Michael and I. Might be fun, might not be.
We'll see how it turns out.
But extra content.
Extra
content is extra content.
You guys always say you want to see more videos, so we're giving it to you, right?
Yeah, and I know it's funny with Antonio, with everybody, but like I said, sometimes they're a little bit busy, so we just got to do what we got to do.
Facts.
Mike, what's on your mind? What's on your mind right now, Mike?
What's on my mind?
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about Sunday, man. Sunday's getting me all excited. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We're trying to get everyone to come to the studio so we can film like a little reaction video.
I already told them, no stupid apple picking.
Yeah.
No, none of that BS this weekend. Antonio's already pulling out the excuses for why he can't come. But we're definitely going to get him for the first half. So follow us on Instagram. We'll try to go live or something, at least for the first half, or at least like right before the game, and answer a lot of questions. Also, the stuff that you're seeing us wear, we have a date for our October drop that you've seen us tease all over the place. October 15th, mark your calendars, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Sign up for the mailing list listed and linked in the description below.
This orange hoodie is
You'll get it an hour before.
Here.
Yeah, I know. I like that.
It's
I like that a
comfy
lot.
too.
I got a lot of people. I was wearing it to play last night.
You almost got robbed, right? They jumped you.
I didn't almost get robbed, but I did have somebody on the sideline that was a couple of the guys that were asking me about it. I had one guy ask if he could model them. I was like, "Yo, you're just trying to grab for some free merch or something, right?" I was like, "Nah." I was like, "We're good.
Good try,
we
right?
got Michael to model." So.
Facts.
This guy in facts. Yo, so October 15th, set your calendars. I really want to sell this out quick. You guys know our merch is how IFTV stays alive. So, like, we appreciate it if you guys enjoy our content that we make on Instagram, on YouTube, the podcast, all that stuff that helps support us. So, we really appreciate everybody who goes and gets it.
You guys are the GOATs.
And last time it sold out, some of the stuff in 20 minutes.
Dude, it was
30 minutes.
For the people that signed up for the mailing list, the people that went on once it went on public, a lot of people didn't get.
All right, yo, let's talk about the Italy call-up since they just came out right now.
Okay, I'm down for that.
No real surprises. The only new addition is Di Lorenzo. Deservedly. Italy desperately need a right back, and he finally got the call.
Just got ACL tear.
Yeah, ACL tear.
He's out for
He's
a
the
while.
15th Roma player in 5 years to have his ACL tear.
Dude, they got to change something up over there. The grass or something. I don't know. Maybe they're not taking care of something properly.
I was actually with this MLS player this week, and we were talking about ACL tears, and he was saying that in MLS, because of the turf, he's like, there's so much more. But in Italy and Europe, there's ACL tears, but they don't even train on turf. At least most fields are not turf. So I don't know.
Okay.
So maybe it's not the turf.
They got to reevaluate something because there's so like out of all the Serie A clubs, they're probably number one in injuries in the most recent seasons.
But the call-ups, Di Lorenzo, I'm really happy. We still needed a right back. We desperately needed one, and he's actually showing like a lot of good signs. He's not scared.
In
he's
Champions
been one of the
League
brighter
too,
spots for Napoli. Yeah, he's been really good. No,
His debut against Liverpool, yo, he did really good. Shining.
He did really good.
Amazing.
He deserves it. I have a problem though. And I don't want to be the negative guy that always has something to say.
I agree.
But
what?
Four goalkeepers, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. D'Ambrosio, maybe I'll give him a little leeway room. Cristante, Grifo, and El Shaarawy. Now, Balotelli, to me, deserves to be called up.
You think already?
Castrovilli deserves to be called up.
Yeah, Castrovilli.
And Keane could be called up. And I saw a really good tweet from Will, who said, how is El Shaarawy still getting called up with China, but Mancini was talking shit about MLS and Jovinko, and that's why he wasn't getting called up? Which, if we're comparing MLS and China, I haven't heard anything from El Shaarawy. And again, I don't want to be that guy, but I think kind of have to be when you look at these calls. And again, the team is most important. Yes, I want to win. I understand that's coming. And I like Mancini a lot. So it's kind of like things have been going so well that we have to find something to complain about. But I don't know. At least to me.
You think Balotelli already deserves a call?
Yes.
Why already?
Because if you look at anybody on that list, he's got more talent than all of them put together.
I feel like
he had a great game against Napoli. He scored. He had a great game against Juve.
I feel like he's a little. He's gonna get in the groove, but I don't think he deserves it quite
so
yet.
argue Castrovilli for me.
Yeah, Castrovilli should probably. He's gonna get to me.
They're saying in November.
He should have got called up, but I know it's gonna happen in the future, so it's not the biggest turnoff. You know
were
what I'm
saying Berardi. Why didn't Berardi get called up?
Listen, you should call up the people that are currently having the current
so why
best
is
Italians.
El Shaarawy there?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. The point where what's his name called up for the MLS versus China.
Jovinko, yeah.
Yo, I wanted Jovinko to get called up. He was the MVP of the league. He was scoring left and right. He should have got called up. I thought that was wrong
he
that he didn't.
Up.
Yeah, after how long?
Yeah. And it didn't work, but that's fine. Anyway, those are for the games against Greece and Liechtenstein.
Manolas didn't get the call for Greece.
Really?
Or Socrates. Yeah,
my God.
They're starting this whole
really?
cycle again.
What do you mean? Yeah. They don't have to start with them?
No. Like they're starting from the like they're just bringing the youth for now, and they're not bringing any like older. Yeah, it's a disaster. I'd rather not talk about it.
That bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
Holy shit!
They're like starting from zero. Not saying they're not gonna call them up in the future, but for now they're starting a new project.
Didn't Manolas have a problem too? Like he didn't start one of the games too?
No, that was the last coach. That was the last.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
didn't get called up. He didn't start.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised for Manolas to not get called up and not play for Greece.
Yeah.
Strange.
It's a strange time.
All right, let's talk about the Champions League.
Buddy.
I want to talk about Inter versus Barca first because that's the game. That's a game that's on my mind.
That's a banger.
Barca Inter. Let me just say because it was in the Camp Nou. 2-1. It ended for Barca.
That was a lie. That full-time result, man. Yo,
65 minutes of absolutely incredible play from Inter.
Yo,
Conte, I've never seen.
Conte took the game by the balls over here. He outplayed Barcelona for 65 minutes. Marco was telling me how Conte was at Juve. First of all, how scary it is the way he the way he builds up from the back. He brings everyone in defense. And basically all the Barcelona players are like in Inter's box. And if you make one fatal mistake, dude, it can get really, really ugly. But a lot of times, Conte's tactics are phenomenal. It's just in the second half, they ran out of gas. They didn't have the depth they wanted to. And Conte made some defensive decisions, taking out a striker, bringing in Gagliardini instead.
He didn't have any option.
And almost welcomed
there was no Lukaku.
The goals conceded.
Yeah, but there was no other option. There was nobody else on the bench.
Politano.
Yeah, Politano's not much of a great player. Look what he did when he's the one who caused the goal by taking that stupid shot where Barca ended up going on the counter and scoring. But the point is 65 minutes of unbelievable play.
Really unbelievable.
65 minutes of dominating Barcelona in the Camp Nou.
Yeah.
Something that I think we've only seen, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's happened of domination at the Camp Nou, building out of the back like they did. Like Mike was saying, the difference, though, is when Juventus is Brozovic is the guy that's leading it for Inter, whereas it was for Juve, it was Pirlo, even if you put the entire team on him, the guy was not going to lose the ball. But
Not saying anything against Brozovic.
No, I am saying
Brozovic
something against Brozovic.
Brozovic is a very good player.
Yeah, but
maybe not the level of Pirlo, though.
But he did cause mistakes, and he will keep causing you mistakes. He's not a natural regista, and that's a player that Inter in the future needs. I was talking about Peter. I had a call with Peter right before, and we are talking about it, and he was saying the same thing. He's like, in the summer, we need like a really great regista who could dictate and have a little bit of a better play. So that was one of the difference. But the main difference was, and first of all, in the first half, they should have gone up 2-0. They needed to score that second goal. Alexis Sanchez was poor. The guy could barely run, in my opinion.
I was very
Lautaro
surprised.
Martinez had a really good game. I think that they were troubled by Lukaku not being fit enough.
He had a
to
muscle
play.
strain. He didn't.
And I
travel
think
with
that
the team.
Inter, you could see the difference of, if you look at Gagliardini, D'Ambrosio, and the third sub was Politano. All three of those players would never even touch the bench of Barcelona, whereas Barcelona could take out Griezmann, who was invisible for 80 minutes whenever he got subbed off. Where, look at the difference, the caliber that they have to put Dembele, who they spent 90 million on.
Bringing Vidal.
The difference in there is the key, and that's where the game was lost. And I know a lot of people like to shit on Conte and say this, but at a point, the players do matter. And when you get to these levels, you've got a guy like Suarez who's able to, at the top of the box, score a world-class goal and change the match in an instant, where I don't want to get too negative on the Inter players, but they're at a different level than the Barcelona players. And it was always going to be tough. And this was a game that Inter could lose because you're playing in the Camp Nou.
It was always going to be tough, but if the cards were dealt right, if the referee checked VAR on a definite penalty appeal that they didn't even look back on, it could have very well been 2-0, and it could have been a completely different game.
By the way, Sensi was absolute class.
Sensi was amazing.
He was
I
unbelievable.
think he's almost every game this season far.
I know, but you're playing against Barcelona.
That's true.
It's different than playing against
He showed
Spal.
his true colors against a bigger opposition, for sure.
He was absolutely, he had absolute no
awesome.
fear. He had no fear
He
whatsoever.
he was dancing around the bars.
He was phenomenal. Unfortunately, very, very bitter. I think Conte needs to invoice Valverde for a tactical lesson. That's for 65 minutes, because Valverde had no clue what he never has a clue what he's doing. He's just got unbelievable players, and they're able to play under him. And yes, it is a skill to manage them, but look at what Conte did to be able to get Inter to be able to compete and be beating Barcelona. I know in the end he didn't take anything away from it, but the difference was in the caliber of players.
And Conte was not happy after the match either.
Yeah, he was complaining about the ref.
He shows his emotion, and he's not scared. He's not scared
too much. He always goes overboard.
So the quote he said was, it says respect on the referee's shirt, and they have to have respect for those who come here to play football, and respect needs to go both ways. And this was, and he didn't even know about the penalty call. Yo, if they showed him this, he probably would have, he would have popped, a nerve would have broke out, and he would have went crazy, for sure.
Bobo Vieri had a quote where he said, or no, sorry, not Bobo. I think it was Capello who said that this game was to show Inter that they're worthy of being able to compete at the highest level and being able to win a Scudetto. Like, that they have the caliber, but they are going to lack in a little bit. And I remember, I don't remember who it was from Juve. They said the same thing about Conte's Juve in 2011. They're like, as long as they don't gas out, they'll be able to really achieve something. And we definitely saw them gas out.
Yeah, for sure.
But you also got players on there like Brozovic, like Skriniar, like D'Ambrosio, like Lautaro Martinez, who have never won anything, and they don't know how to handle big matches. Whereas these guys on Barcelona are concentrated 1,000,000% because they understand they've played in these big matches. They have the pressure. And not to take anything away from them, they're just not as experienced as some of the Inter players.
That's definitely one of the factors for sure.
Juve, are they the only Italian team to win? No, Lazio won in Europe.
Lazio won in Europe.
Juve beat Bayer Leverkusen 3-0. Yeah. Pretty straightforward.
It was straightforward.
I didn't think anything crazy.
They missed a few more chances too.
Some
I think the highlight of the match was the full-time thing we made in Chirp.
The viral tweet.
Bayer Leverkusen. They actually quoted it. We'll have it on the screen.
I think they said quality, to be fair.
Our caption was pretty good too.
Yeah,
the graphic was pretty funny too.
I think we said Ronaldo shattering dreams and Bayer Leverkusen's admin
shattering screens. Yeah. It was funny. It was
we
funny.
love it. The Bayer, they do an incredible job. That's the reason why we know about them is because their social media team. So shout out to them.
Leverkusen's
they do an
team,
amazing
social
job.
media team needs
But
a raise
yeah,
ASAP.
we had this idea and we had to take advantage of it. It was just
Yo,
too
Ronaldo
funny.
almost didn't score.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
going crazy. Like, yo.
No, but it would have worked either way.
That's true.
You
But
would just
yo,
had to win.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't
But
think
Ronaldo goal is a nice cherry on
I don't
top
think
for
Bayer
that
did
graphic.
anything. And who gave the assist for Ronaldo's goal?
Was it Dybala?
Yeah, it was Dybala. Interesting how that works out after he just came in.
Well, didn't Sadi...
Oh, wait, where are those people that said that Dybala and Ronaldo can't work
What
out?
was the thing that Sadi said? It sounds good if I'm sitting in a bar.
No. That was for Higuain, Dybala, and Ronaldo to play
Okay,
together.
whatever. Playing
yeah,
all
but I don't need them all three to play together. For me, it's
But
fine.
he
if
was
Higuain
definitely
doesn't-
hitting out at people like you that
Higuain
say
had
that
a
all
great
the
game.
time.
And me, I've never once in my life said Higuain, Dybala, and Ronaldo to play
Okay,
together.
maybe not Higuain.
Okay,
but
I know.
Maybe doing the Dybala and Ronaldo.
I know, but
definitely
that
was
wasn't
part
the
of
quote.
that.
The quote was about having balance between them three. Because if you got Douglas, it's very different. He helps out a lot in a different way. But
I get
Higuain
it.
had a great match.
But I do think what he meant to say is like it's not all about the best players. Just because it is on paper doesn't mean that's how it's going to play off in a match.
Well, his quote's about balance, and you need a guy that works up top. And if you're playing Dybala, Ronaldo, Higuain, yes, you don't have that balance.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he often puts Bernardeschi, who I can't believe is still starting, but he did have a good game. Everybody had a good game because I don't think Bayer Leverkusen was that good, to be honest. They weren't. They weren't. You know who I got to give a shout out to? Two players that I'll really want to credit. Number one, Cuadrado, who was my man of the match, who played as a right back, and he played it phenomenally.
Yo, he's getting better there.
He was incredible. And number two, Alexandro, who lost his father this week, who traveled to Brazil, who came back on short notice and played a freaking phenomenal match. I'll give my MVP to him just because of that. So good job by Alexandro to have his mindset and all that kind of shit. So those two guys, they really stood out to me. Napoli tied Genk. Mike.
Dude, yo.
I've never seen you so disappointed before.
I mean, I think
Tell
we're
us.
all
Tell
disappointed,
us.
yo.
I know,
First
but
of
you
all, yo,
specifically.
we're praising Napoli, doing so good, beat Liverpool, and now Genk, a team that you're supposed to get the maximum points over. You can't slip. This is the second match day of the Champions League. You gotta go guns blazing, which they did. But yo, they were missing so many It's not like you could say, yo, they were missing mad they didn't have anything. They didn't play well. They were missing. They had chances. They were missing so many opportunities.
Milik, how many
Milik
chances
had
did Milik?
2 posts. I think there was four or five
I think he had
huge
4 chances.
altogether.
I feel like
throughout the
Milik
match.
alone had 4
Yo,
chances.
you gotta put that in the back of the net, man. Because the longer it takes to score, the harder against, the more pressure it is. The more people they're gonna pull back to defend. And yo, I'm disappointed in Ancelotti too.
Ooh.
You have to, as a coach at that caliber, yo, you have to know that your striker's not doing it. Switch someone else. There's also some controversy with Insigne. He wasn't even on the bench. Apparently, there's a dispute between them. We don't know the full thing exactly.
Well, what they're saying is that Insigne was not. Ancelotti said that Insigne was not training to his 100%. And then Insigne's family, his brothers, who are pretty active on social media,
that's right.
they actually called Ancelotti out. I don't remember exactly what they said, but they showed like Insigne's stats and said like, "Oh, this is what you left in the stands" or something like that. And Dries Mertens was on the bench. He started on the bench.
That's true.
Who's been on fire?
I mean, look,
and you played Milik and Lozano, who are both poor.
who never really started together. They don't have. Why would he? This is where you have to put your full squad. I'll then take them off early when you're cruising 2-0, which it could have been. Could have been 2-3-0 this game ended, but
Very surprising.
they couldn't score. Dude, it's so bad because this could bite them 2 months down the line if they don't go out through the group stage of the Champions League. I feel like they had
I
to
think
learn
Salzburg
their
might
lesson.
be. I feel like Salzburg might be tougher than we think. Look what
Salzburg
they did.
isn't,
They came back 3-0 to 3-3.
To
and then
3-3.
ended up
They
losing,
lost, but yo, they
Yeah.
scored 3
Yeah, I know.
goals
They might be harder
against
than
Liverpool.
than some people think.
Yeah, like this stuff ticks me off so much because this game should have. I'm not disrespecting Genk, but yo, they had the chance, they had the opportunities, and they didn't put the game away. And this could come back to haunt them, which I hate.
Atalanta, last second of the
Oh
match.
my
Not even last
God.
second.
Another-
30 seconds
another
over the
match.
time.
Jesus.
They lost the match.
They had
Same team,
another
same
team,
thing.
so many chances, man. So naive. They put everyone up front. They missed a chance, and they conceded a goal in like the 93rd
bad.
minute on a counterattack, man.
And playing at home.
They deserve so much
At
more.
least Napoli, they were playing in Genk.
Well, they're playing in San Siro. Well, home.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're playing in Italy. You're in your home country.
I don't know, yo. I'm like speechless. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at both the teams because they should have got 3 points, both of them.
Roma?
Roma tied. And they were leading too. Yo, another one.
I don't know what's wrong with our teams. Lazio won. Juve won.
Lazio won. I was nervous. I thought Lazio
Inter
were
put in
gonna
a great
slip up, but they
performance.
won, which is good.
Yeah, Immobile scored. He scored a nice goal.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed that every time I watch Italian teams, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's our mentality. I don't know if we don't take this shit seriously. I don't know exactly what it is, but we lack the edge. We lack the edge. And I saw some people saying about like Italian coaches, but even Fonseca was at Roma, it's like the same thing. So I don't know what exactly it is, but you should be beating teams like Genk. You should be beating teams. I mean, Shakhtar Donetsk is a great team for Atalanta, but like either Peter or my dad brought up, Atalanta, you literally got nothing to lose, man. Like nobody,
But it's not
nobody's
even
gonna be
saying that,
disappointed in you.
dude.
You
They
have
had
to be
more
able. You have to be
chances.
able to go out there and have the confidence to play your football. You can't, and when you get the chances, you can't crack under pressure.
No,
That's what Champions League is. Champions League is the best of the best. So the best of the best.
They missed a
real
penalty.
professional.
Ilici's penalty was saved.
A real professional, when you get the opportunities, you have to bury them.
If Ilicic
And
had
it
that
happens,
penalty in the
but-
Serie A, yo, no question that was going in. But I don't know, yo. I feel
And
I
it
feel
wasn't
like the
a penalty
nerves,
either.
regardless. But I'm just saying the penalty kick, yo, he missed it. I don't know, man. Regardless, that probably should have ended as a draw. I don't know. They lost, but actually a win. I shouldn't say draw. They missed a bunch of chances. And yo,
I'm lost for words with them. Inter versus Juve. Derby d'Italia.
something we can look forward to.
I sent a message in our group message saying that this is going to be the best game in 8 years. 9 years?
Serie A?
Yeah. It's probably, I can't think of a better game.
Definitely one
Both
of.
teams coming with a lot to prove. Both teams, the two most informed teams in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Conte's team is 6-6 in the league. A record that goes back, I don't remember how many, 50 years, over 50 years, something like that. And they're playing at the San Siro, going to be packed, going to break a couple records. And like I've been saying, that this is the moment. And I think that you're going to see Sarri's team, they've been winning because they've got really good players behind them.
Yeah.
They've had a little bit of luck on their side. The play has not exactly been there. Where Conte's team has been 100 for 100. They've been there. The play has been there. The players already completely understand. I told what was my exact message in the group? I said something funny. I finally said something funny. I think I said everybody needs to be at the studio. Because the first time that Inter's gonna win in how many years? I'm trying to get Peter upset.
Oh, you're saying the record?
Yeah.
In past history?
Yeah. I said because Juve has the most wins against Inter, so I said
Yeah.
it's the first time in a long time that you're gonna beat us, that you're gonna beat Juve. So you better be there. So hopefully they come. Like I've said since the beginning, I think that Inter is gonna win this game. I think that they're
gonna
the
bet
most
on it?
informed. And I think that Juventus will be. I wouldn't say lucky to get a tie, but a tie would actually be good for Juve for where they are in the season.
I think it's gonna be a tie.
But they're playing at the
because-
San Siro, so Inter should win.
Yo, I feel like Marco's throwing these hints around, like he's saying this one thing or
No,
You
I'm
actually
saying it
think
completely.
You actually think Inter are gonna win?
Yeah.
Give me a percentage.
100%. Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay,
Give me a percentage.
I didn't know you meant like
Okay,
that.
just give me a percentage.
I would say a win 65% for Inter and maybe 60, 30 for a tie, 10 win Juve.
You
I'll say
really
that.
think?
Yeah, that's my honest thoughts.
Then why do you keep laughing when you say that?
I'm laughing because you're laughing at me.
So you only 10% chance that Juve could win this?
In my opinion.
In your
yes.
opinion,
Yeah.
okay. I think it's-
you have the quality of players that are much better. It could I think it's gonna be like Inter. I think it could be like Inter Barcelona. How Inter completely outplay them, but then the quality of players of Barca is just so much better that no matter what. But I think the difference will be that Inter's playing at home.
Okay, I can
You know,
see
you understand
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're saying the
Like
level,
Valverde, he didn't do anything
because
for
at the end
Barca.
of the day, Juve have more depth than Inter.
Much.
Yeah.
Much.
So that, but
Lukaku's
do you
back,
think,
by the
but
way.
Do we think that and Sanchez is suspended because that stupid dive he did last game?
Sanchez, it's better that Sanchez. I
It's
told
not
you that he
better.
was
He's
not
good
going to
off
play
the-
against
he'll be
Juventus.
good off the bench.
He was not going to play
Of
against
course he
Juventus.
was.
No, he wasn't.
If he was
No, he
needed,
wasn't.
yes, he was.
Okay, it would have been better for Juve if he played.
Okay.
So you're right.
what was
It
I
is too
saying?
bad that he got suspended. for
Juve's
that, man.
depth is definitely gonna come in effect, but I feel like Conte is gonna learn to play the full 90 minutes this game. So it's definitely gonna be a good game all around. But Juve, even when not playing good, we've seen it the past how many years, they can still manage to get the win. So that's why I feel like they could be lurking around.
The difference
but I
this
do
year-
feel like it's gonna be a draw though.
Juventus.
It's gonna be a draw.
If we look last year, Juve beat at home in Torino. Juve beat Inter 1-0. And in the San Siro, they tied 1-1. So if I'm going based off of that, Juve were much better when they tied. When Juve tied Inter, they were much better in the season. And I think that, and now this year you got Conte. So if it was 1-1 last year in the San Siro, I think that Inter are going to win this game. And I think that Inter's that midfield is really going to cause trouble for guys like
Another
Matuidi.
Factor, Cuadrado's going to be playing right back.
Well, he did really good. I'm not down there. He
did very good
like my least.
Bayern Leverkusen weren't attacking.
No,
so
but
it wasn't very tested, so you can't say too
Okay,
much.
so who's going against him? Asamoah?
What's wrong with Asamoah?
I think they're both equally around the same in their position.
Asamoah, I think, is a great player.
Okay, I think Cuadrado is a great player.
In
Yes,
right
that's
back?
what I'm saying. Yeah,
He's
I think he's
decent
a
at
great
right
player.
back.
I think he's a great player.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
But yeah, but again, that goes to why I think that Inter's going to win the game. So it all goes to the same
fair
thing.
enough.
Their defense is really strong. I think that
for
it'll
sure.
cause problems. And again, they've got Lukaku, Lautaro up front. Lukaku, very good player that they needed. If they didn't have Lukaku, I don't know if I'd still have the same prediction.
Lautaro too. He got a nice goal against Barca.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
his
did.
confidence
Yeah,
is
he
gonna be
did.
up.
He
So
did.
gonna be something. Gonna be interesting.
So yeah, the probable 11 is same as usual. Higuain and Ronaldo up top. No Dybala is a probable with them going forward. Mike, prediction is official prediction.
I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
I think Inter's gonna go. Then Juve is gonna get one towards the end.
Okay, I'll say 3-1. 3-1 Inter.
Were you?
Yeah.
Why
Or
are you smiling
3-2.
after it?
A win. I don't know the
I can't
score.
take you seriously because
Sure.
you're smiling after. I don't know if
You
you
can't-
really think Inter are gonna take this.
You can't take me seriously. What do you want me to say? I'm gonna go on Instagram at
Get some
ItalianFootballTV.
questions?
I'm gonna get some questions. Mike,
Okay.
talk about something.
What
Tell
are
them
we
something about your
talking-
life, bro.
Talking about my life right now.
Yeah.
So
Okay, never mind. I already got this.
wow, I had a whole thing and everything. Okay, fair enough.
Okay. We've got Mahesar says, if Milan sack Gattuso, who should take his spot? Just go based off the question.
Oh, you mean Gianpaolo?
Sorry, what did I say?
Gattuso.
Oh, sorry. Maybe that was my answer. What do you think about that, Mike?
I don't want to talk about it because
Just
it's
answer
so
his question.
ridiculous that
Answer
they've been
his
talking
question.
about it.
Ask his
Who's
question.
available? Spalletti. I think I like Why
Apparently-
are you laughing?
appar-
Spalletti's a great
No,
coach
I'm laughing
to
'cause
bring them
apparently
to Champions League.
I'm laughing because apparently Spalletti rejected Milan.
Oh yeah,
And I was
that's
just,
true.
I saw a comment today. It was hilarious. It said, I really think that Spalletti, Mourinho, or Allegri should coach Milan. And I was just thinking about
Mourinho is never gonna go.
I was just thinking about Antonio. Like, that is literally his nightmare. That is his biggest nightmare in a coach. Is any of those three. He would hate them. So it would be hilarious.
Allegri would be a very. I don't think he's gonna go. He's gonna be a very good alternative, if not Spalletti.
I don't know if he's for that team. Allegri's good at like handling like good teams, good teams with good players. But again, Milan to me, their players are
Milan
not good.
community is currently cursing you out, Marco.
Me? No, I think they agree with me. They agree with me big time about Allegri. He's not a coach that's gonna build you up.
Guys, Milan.
He can't
Milan,
coach bad
To
players.
the Milanese, let us know what coach, if Gianpaolo, which he shouldn't be sacked, who should he be replaced with?
Mazar has another question. He says, does Çalhanoğlu deserve to be in the Milan team?
No, I think he's pretty average, man. I don't think he's that good, honestly. I've been saying this.
He's
from
the number
beginning.
10 for Milan.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's gonna get me more mad.
Amrit, why hasn't Balotelli been called up?
It's not that strange that he didn't get called up. He only scored a goal. He seems kind of visible, and he just started playing with Brescia a couple games in. In the future, I think he's gonna be deserving. He's gonna be scoring more.
He needs another 24 goals according to Mancini.
To me, he needs a couple. Next call up. Let's see how he does.
I have a really great question. This is a phenomenal question. If Conte had the squad that Gianpaolo has at his disposal, what would he have won? Would he have won 6 out of 6, or what would his record have been?
No, better, but not 6 out of 6.
Let me check the.
Because, Conte, look what he did with Italy. He went to penalties with the world champions, with Pelé, Giaccherini, and I'm talking about Italian Pelé, not Brazilian Pelé. And he's good of getting people's best. Candreva.
He's
turning
good at making-
Candreva into a good player.
he's good
You know
at
what I'm
making
saying?
shit
D'Ambrosio's
players
actually
shit.
pretty good.
I don't know
Pretty
about
good.
that.
Pretty good.
I don't know about that.
Better.
Okay,
Improved.
so Brescia, they played Brescia. He would have won that game.
Probably,
Udinese,
yeah.
he would have
Yeah,
been Udinese.
yeah.
He would have been Brescia. He
Yeah.
would have been Elas Verona.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been Inter.
No.
Maybe he
Let's be
could have gotten
honest.
a tie. Maybe.
okay,
He
whatever.
would have
Just
been
give-
Torino, and I think he would have been in Fiorentina.
Yeah, so 100% better.
No. Yeah, better, but not 6 out of 6.
No, yeah.
I don't
okay.
think. I don't.
Yo, 6 out of. Yo,
Also,
you asked for a lot.
it would
Only
depe-
one team did
Wait,
6
if
out
we're
of
taking
6.
Conte away from Inter now,
Well,
So
put
then,
Gianpaolo
Gianpaolo
in
on Inter. Maybe it would have won.
obviously not as bad because he has better players.
That's funny.
So
Christian asked when are the hoodies going to be available? October 15th.
October 15th.
said.
We said this before we announced anywhere else.
Yes,
So
it's true.
YouTube gang.
In your opinion, who is the best Italian player currently?
Currently?
Yeah.
Senzi. That's easy.
What?
Senzi.
The best Italian player?
Yeah. You don't
That's
agree?
what I was thinking.
Ah,
This is a good question from our boy Joseph Merlino. Good
okay.
guy, my
Yeah.
man. What percentage probability would you put on the winner of the Derby to win the Scudetto? That's a great question.
Wait, so whoever wins is the possible one?
yeah,
That's
that's a
tough,
great
dude.
question.
I don't know. The percentage of the winner.
Yeah,
So if you win this derby,
65%.
yeah, it's too early. I can't even give a high percentage at all. It's just one game. It's not a final. It's so early. It's not even 10 games in. What is it? 7 games in.
Yeah,
30%, yo. That doesn't count for anything.
doesn't count for anything.
Nah, very little. Very little. It's just one game.
Let's see. What are the questions?
I got one from Abdullah. He said, "What are the chances of Milan actually turning this around and finishing 4th?" I think still pretty high. Yo, everyone's underestimating. Yo, it's only 6 games in. There's 38 Serie A games in the season, yo. It's very early.
I have Roma finishing for the 4th place.
Okay,
So-
but I'm just saying you could still obviously turn
No,
around.
I mean, I think it's gonna be close.
Yeah.
I mean, turn around. I can't even say that it's not gonna be turned around. Like
so
to
early.
me, I would never.
Yo, everyone jumps to conclusions so quickly.
Would you rather have Pogba or Verratti on Juve? For me, Pogba. I think Juve need more of a Pogba.
I'm
Because
not.
Pjanic
Yo,
is kind of like where Verratti's
everyone
playing
loves
right now.
Verratti. I'm
Nah, I
not in
love
love.
Verratti.
He's good.
I'm in love with Verratti.
I feel like he hasn't shown his
I think
true
Pogba's
things.
better for Juve
Pogba
right
for
now
me.
because you got Pjanic, which Pjanic
Yo,
plays
Verratti's
like
good and all,
Verratti.
but I feel like he hasn't filled the shoes of the Mr. Somebody that I don't want to name, Pirlo. He's not as good.
Anthony said, "Marco, how much money did you give for Antonio to root for Juve?" That's hilarious because
Yeah, I think
I didn't have to.
I think Anto just hates Inter so much more.
Bro, this is the thing. Like, about Antonio, for people that always ask, and they wonder. Like I've said so many times, or maybe I never said this here, but I've said it between us. When I was growing up with Antonio, he used to drive me nuts, right? Because he was Milan, he used to make fun of Juve, he used to do all this. I used to go crazy. Once I started to just accept Antonio for who he is as a comedian, because he's hilarious. He doesn't mean to be, but like once you just laugh with it, he becomes so much better. Like I saw Milan fans being like, "How could you ever support Inter and Juve?" He's just trolling.
Just
he is
go
just
with
a
the
troll,
flow, right?
If you ask him the same question 2 different ways,
Yeah, he'll
he will
change
give you
it.
2 different responses. 100%.
He looks for the amusing answer.
Yes,
He makes
yes.
he makes people want to laugh.
If I ask him, "Oh, you're going to support Juventus to go for Inter," he'll say, "Hell no, I never will." Then if Peter answers, "No, hell no, I'd rather Juve win." That's Antonio. So you kind of gotta love him for what he is.
No, I agree.
He's so funny.
He is.
Mike, you want to talk for a
He's
second?
a gift that just keeps on giving. Oh man.
It was a really good question, but I lost it.
So I was talking about my life before, and you cut me off. Very
Why does
rudely.
Mike change teams like he changes mutande
What's puntande?
underwear?
Well, I like to be.
A front runner.
No,
No.
that's a harsh word. I like to support a team.
That's not Juventus. He likes to support anything that challenges Juve.
I like to support a team that's doing the right steps to better themselves.
Juve's
I think
not
that
taking
makes
the right steps
sense.
to better themselves.
But
Okay. Yes.
adding on to that,
I know.
to me, Juve winning again is boring. So that's why I want to see someone different. I don't think there's anything for Juve in the Champions League. Obviously, I'm rooting for them. But yo, another Scudetto for Juve. Yo, that's boring. I want to see someone different. I want to see excitement. You know what I'm saying?
You know what Mike is? You know, like when we're like in like August, when we start like seeing how the teams come together and they're like every single year, it's like, oh, who's anti-Juve this year? It was Roma. Oh, it's
Yeah.
Napoli. Mike is the epitome of the anti-Juve team. So whoever's going to be the anti-Juve, you
The
go with
thing
them
is,
for now.
I don't have nothing against Juve.
I know.
If Inter were 7 straight Scudetti, I'd want Juve or whoever else to contend with them because I want to see a more exciting season. So the people that think I don't support Juve, you're sadly mistaken.
Well, you
I just
don't.
wanna
Not
see
in Serie A.
What?
Not in Serie A.
But the circumstance,
Yes,
I have nothing
yes,
against
but right now,
actually
we're talking
Juventus.
about right now. We're talking about right now.
I have nothing against them personally.
We're
I
talking
just
about
want to
right
see
now.
something different.
For the past 8 years, you would never support Juventus
Wait.
in Serie A.
Why are you saying
Right?
it like
Yes
that?
or no?
Like I'm a villain or
Like,
something.
yes or no?
I just want to see something different.
I'm just trying to give clarity to everybody. That's
I
it.
just
There's
want to
nothing
see
wrong
something
with it.
different.
I know, exactly.
You're
So it's
making me
yes.
sound so harsh, like I'm
No,
an
it's
evil
not
villain or
harsh.
something.
How is it harsh? It's not harsh.
I
Just
just
a
want to
reality.
see something different.
I
I'm
know.
sure a lot of you guys would understand that.
Exactly. So the difference is any team that's the anti-Juve.
Like I'm supporting Inter because they're really competing with Juve, and I want to see a different winner.
That is it. That is the exact
You're
definition
putting
of an
harsh
anti-Juve.
words. Jesus.
Sometimes life is harsh, Mike. Last question. Are you guys ever going to do FIFA games with each other?
Yeah.
So I actually just filmed a career mode video because I saw a lot of comments about it. So
You lost all of them or not?
Oh, Mike is my FIFA coach in it.
That's right.
It's going to be funny. I
He's
don't know if you
paying
guys
me
are going to
good.
like it. Paying him in slots, man. So yeah, we got that filmed. We're gonna see how it comes. We're gonna see if it's good. We'll let you guys test it, and we have a FIFA tournament video also that's coming.
That's true.
Pretty soon.
It's in the editing mode.
We're
right now.
trying to do a couple of FIFA content because we see a lot of people that they like it.
Yo, FIFA, fix your damn defending, man. That sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Napoli's my new team in FIFA, by the way. Yo, no one can catch up to them.
You always play as Inter. You
Yeah,
just
that was
played
last
Napoli
season.
and Volta.
No, I play Napoli.
Wait, it's in the team? So?
I played
You
with
see, bro,
Napoli.
just fucking change teams like Mutande, bro.
Well, FIFA's
He's right,
different.
bro. Oh, man. Anyway,
Don't forget the merch drop, guys.
I changed teams too.
Who?
I changed teams.
Like what?
I don't play as Juve anymore.
What do you play? Oh,
Piemonte
Piemonte
Calcio.
Calcio. You think you're clever or something? But
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm better than you in FIFA,
Kind of.
and you'll never beat me.
Oh, okay. I gotta give you something, bro. I gotta let you be better than me in something. Anyway, guys, October 15th, merch drop is coming. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter.
Guys, Culture
Facebook.
Club, sign up. Link in
Subscribe,
bio.
like, rate the podcast. This podcast is for you. It's not for us. I can't do Antonio's accent
he's
really
too
good.
good.
But anyway, we're going to have a podcast coming on Monday with the entire crew. We'll talk about Inter Juve. Comment your score predictions down below. Let us know if you like this one-on-one little just us podcast.
I think it was pretty
If you
cool.
do, we'll keep doing them. Guys,
Awesome.
as always, thank you for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Ciao ragazzi.
Ciao, guys. Forza Inter.